the final day of the rodeo. We've got James Trawick and the Honda Rodeo Fest CEO and Jay Cicero with Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation here in studio. Can you believe that the rodeo is wrapping in New Orleans? Final night, final day?
He and I have lived every minute of it, so yes, we can believe it. We're so happy to be here and excited for tonight.
We were talking a second ago, my first TV job was in Arkansas, and one of my first assignments was covering a rodeo, and I'm born and raised in New Orleans. I was like, how am I going to do this? And then I slowly realized the thrill of the rodeo, it is so fun. I mean, it's magical. Talk about what it's been like the past couple of days and what's in store tonight.
Well, this is our first year in New Orleans, so we had no idea what to expect, but we have had so much fun. This has been an incredible event this year, and you know, the Street Fest has been buzzing. We've got sheep to ride out there for the kids and Western vendors, and today we're actually kicking off with a church service with Willie Robertson from Duck Dynasty. That's going to start at 11:30 before we go inside. But this has been an incredible event, and working with Jay and everybody in town, you know, they've welcomed us with open arms. So we're excited to be here and plan to come back for many years.
And talk about you, Jay had a friend who actually stopped in New Orleans and was here to pick up some art, and they're like, the rodeo's happening. And I didn't even know. So they booked a hotel. They decided to buy a ticket, shopping, restaurants. Talk about the economic impact. It's got to be big.
It's awesome. And look, I brought my entire family down there yesterday, not only to the Street Fest, but to the rodeo and the concerts and everything. It was fantastic. That's what we do. And that's why we partner with great people like James and the Honda Rodeo, is to bring economic impact and exposure to New Orleans and Louisiana. And certainly this event does that extremely well. And it's such a new audience for us. You said a friend of yours came in and decided to go to the rodeo. Well, that's on top of what we normally expect, but this has been incredible. And the athleticism of the folks that are participating is really inspiring.
How many people have we seen so far? Economic impact estimated? Are we expecting?
Somewhere around 35 to 40,000 people just in the first couple of nights, you know, and that's no way to count the Street Fest because it's free to the public. And you could go outside of the fest, you go outside the footprint of the show, and you're seeing cowboy hats around town, eating at restaurants, and, you know, security, police force wearing bandanas, and everybody's waving at each other across the street. Everybody's just got a smile on their face, and it's just a fun way to see and take in the streets of New Orleans.
There's definitely something that, you know, you feel the energy of a rodeo in New Orleans. Talk about, you know, what's happening tonight. There's a big buckle presentation. Walk us through that.
So these cowboys and cowgirls have been competing for their piece of this $1 million purse, and we've been keeping track of their scores the last two nights, and tonight it culminates into the championship round. We're going to present them with their awards and buckles and checks. Right at the end of the day, that's the big win for them. Is how big this purse is. It's $1 million that they've been competing for. And so a guy or a gal that's competing at this event, if they have a really good weekend, which some of them are vying for, we have a Maverick Award, and then we pay through each discipline. They're going to have a really big payout tonight.
Big payout. Talk about, you know, when I was there when the announcement was made, what makes New Orleans so special for this event, you know, between the both of you to come to New Orleans?
Well, I think that James and his crew are seeing how special the Caesars Superdome is. It's iconic, first of all. And to be able to host an event like this there only elevates their event and elevates New Orleans. Again, it's a different audience, a different event, something we're very proud of. And when you partner with good folks like Honda Rodeo folks and James and his crew, it really makes you go all out and want to make this thing successful. And look, they're going to come back next year, so it's really great.
So it's confirmed on the books. Y'all will be back.
We're just waiting for the date. Yes, but we're coming back. And one of our creatives, the camera guy's photographer, got a shot of a bull coming up out of the chutes. He got this really low angle, and above it is just all of these lights, and it's this massive house. How big the Superdome is, and the Caesars logo right in the roof. It looks so cool.
We've got to get a copy
yes,
of this.
we'll make sure you do. Yeah.
Have you ever been on, you know, a bull riding
So
out there?
I was a team roper.
Okay.
I was a team roper. I didn't ride bulls, and I still do from time to time. This is the sport that you can play, you know, into your 50s, 60s. But no, never rode a bull. That was not for me.
Talk about the adrenaline that people will see whether it's a bowl, whatever.
So Tyler Shook showed up last night, and Jermon Bushrod and several other Saints players. And I actually took Jermon on the back of the buck and shoots. You know, he's this big football player, and he's up on the back of the buck and shoots, and the bull jumps up and almost gets him, and he jumps back. He looks, I was like, "You're fine, man. Just stay." And the adrenaline, he was sweating so bad coming off that platform. He's like, "Man, this feels like game day." He's like, "This is incredible." So they're loving it, and we're just excited to be here.
Are there any sneak peeks? I know tonight is the final night. Any hints or surprises people can expect that y'all might be pulling out?
Man, it's a points race, and the sport. This is the beauty of the sport. You don't know until the final run is made. But we're excited to see what happens for crowning our Louisiana, our New Orleans Superdome champions. There's some Louisiana athletes that are in those races that could walk away with the crown, and so we're kind of secretly rooting for them.
Okay. and wrapping up, if people want to head on out to the Dome tonight, give them that last message
Go
to
to
see the rodeo.
HondoRodeoFest.com or Ticketmaster.com and certainly get your tickets. But I can tell you that it is well worth the value of it. And again, the athleticism of the cowboys and these cowgirls is astounding. You don't really notice it until you actually see it in person. And I mean, these guys on the bulls and the women on the horses and running around. I mean, it's fast and it's exciting and it is incredible.
If you had to describe your whole experience here in New Orleans in one word, what comes to mind for you?
Oh, wow. Let's go with incredible. I've had a blast. As you can tell from my voice, we barely made it on time to this interview this morning. I'll just put it that way. It's been an incredible time.
Well, we can't thank you enough for stopping by. And again, tickets still on sale, and we've got all the details posted right now on the WDSU mobile app. We appreciate y'all stopping by.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Aubrey.
Thank you.
$1 million, and they're coming back next year. I got 364 days to train. Sign me up. It's too hard for me. Good weather right now, but some changes coming this week. Your forecast is on the way. You're watching WDSU.